Please welcome Mr. Gerry Dee.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. I never thought that my DVD taping would be next to a mental hospital. That was my biggest fear when we came down to, producer said, this is where we want to shoot it. Did you know there's a mental hospital? Like, we're not even next to it. We're actually in it. Like, we're in the hospital. I took kinesiology in university. Thank you. Yeah, big word for gym. It just sounds better the way I say it. My first job, I was a teacher. That's what I did. And first job, I lied to get a job because there were no phys ed jobs. And that completely backfired. They made me teach grade 12 history. I know, I didn't even take grade 12 history when I was in high school. So I'm teaching it, and I'm like the 10th smartest person in the class. That's not good. Awful. No idea what I was doing. Had never taken history in my life. I had to go home every night, read the chapters myself first to learn everything. Then I'd come in and teach it. That's how the whole year was. I'd even assign the homework like this every night. All right, tonight for homework, I'd like you to read chapters 1 to 3, okay? And then stop reading, all right? Don't go reading ahead. Coming in asking questions tomorrow on stuff I haven't learned yet. That's a no-no. We don't do that. Because that's what the smart kids would do. Every day I had this kid, Duncan. Every day he had a new question. Sir, what happened to the Mayan civilization? What chapter's that, Duncan? 15. What are you, a loser? You read the whole book already? I couldn't call him a loser. I could think it. But that's the thing, right? Teachers don't know the answer. We don't admit it. I never said, I don't know. I'd lie. Throw it back on the kids. That was my trick. Oh, is that right, Duncan? Huh. So you think I'm just going to spoon feed you the answers all year, do you? No, that's not how I teach, kids. So thanks to Duncan, I would like the rest of you to go home tonight and look up what happened to whatever he's mumbling about at the back. That was my whole year. It's horrible. I'd have Duncan come up and write the question on the board in big letters. Because I needed to see how he spelled Mayan so I could Google it later myself. Thank God for Google. When you can't spell something, at the top it says, did you mean this word, idiot? Thank you, Google Master. It was horrible. Then you had to come in the next day, take up the homework. Oh, I still don't know what happened to the Mayan civilization. Kids have their hand up. I'm like, put your hand down, Dave. You got a 30 average. I'm not gambling on your answer. Can't ask a kid with a 30 average. I don't know if he's right or wrong. He's going to give an answer. I'm just going to be like this. That's a good. Let's see what someone smarter than you thinks. That's how I had to. Lorraine, can you tell us what happened to the Mayan civilization? And then whatever she would say, I would vote. How many people agree with that answer? There you go, Duncan. That's exactly what happened right there. There's a whole year of that. One kid smoked pot every day. Unbelievable. Pot. This Kid would smoke it every morning, 9 o'clock, first period. Walk in stoned every day like I'm stupid. I can't tell you're stoned, it's 12th grade. You stick out like a sore thumb. Teachers aren't idiots. Then I thought about it. I think the only grade that kids could have smoked up before class and walked in without getting caught was kindergarten. That's the only grade. Think about it. You could have smoked up all you want before kindergarten. Stormed into class. No one would know. It took everybody an hour and a half to get their coat and boots off. You smoke up all you want. You'll be taking forever to get your boots off. So would everybody else. You'd be like, God, everybody smoked up today. Look at this. Who's the dealer? Imagine being stoned at the age of 4. That would be hilarious. Trying to get that piece of crap $8 snowsuit off. Remember this thing from Kmart? Had one zipper. Started at your forehead. Couldn't breathe for the first 3 minutes of the day. Got stuck 15 times. You're stoned out of your mind, walking around going, God, it's hot. It's hot. It's June. Why am I wearing a snowsuit? This pot is screwing up my ability to recognize the seasons. What kind of crap zipper was that? One zipper. When only the left leg came out, remember? It started up here, wrapped around a couple times, in case it wasn't on tight enough, we'll wrap it up. And then only the left leg, that's how it was made. People making it were like, let the little potheads figure it out. We don't need 2 zippers. So you're stoned out of your mind and you can't get it off. You're like, I can't get the right leg out. And you're dragging around your snowsuit. You think it's a dead body because of the pot. You're like, well, there's a dead body. You're getting tired. That's a great grade to be stoned. Miss, I'm tired. When's our nap? Oh. Did I miss snack time? I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I was racist in grade 1. Yeah. I didn't mean to be racist. I don't know why I did this. My best friend was a kid named Rami Jahari. That's how he said his name. I don't know why I did this. I wasn't trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just a 6-year-old kid. He was one of my best friends, but I'd call him over every recess. Rami! Okay, let's try this. Did I say anything? Nothing? Okay, I got some other ideas tomorrow. I'll see you at recess. I do that every day. Then I go to his house for lunch. You ever go to an Arabic person's house for lunch when you're 6? It's terrifying. Everything they say, they sound angry. His father would come in the room. Rama! Mitayaka si tayar makaratia! Okay. My dad would like to know if you'd like peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. I had a buddy skipped grade 1. Wow. How the hell do you skip grade 1? What are you, big finger painting champion? Duck, duck, goose winner every day? Wow, look at that kid run. Skip him. How stupid do you feel, though, walking into grade 2? You just skipped grade 1. Everyone's looking at you, mocking you. Look, that's the kid right there. Skip grade 1. No, shut up. Heard he's really good at cooperating with others. Remember, I had to do the food groups project. Remember this waste of time? Did it every year. It's like every teacher signed it. It's those teachers that had nothing to do. That was me. No lesson plans. I'd show movies when I taught. This is how selfish I was as a teacher. One year I was teaching geography, and I was showing Rudy. Because I like that movie. Had nothing to do with the class. I'm like, this has nothing to do with geography. Happened in Indiana, okay? But what I would do is I had geography period 1 and geography period 2, the same grade. I would show period 1 the first half, and then I'd just keep it going the second half. They're like, what? Period 2 is like, why are we watching this in the middle? Well, I just saw the first half. I don't want to see it again. I remember doing the food groups, though, every year. So then I assigned it every year. That's how it works. I'm going to do what all my teachers did. But I remember being in grade 1, and we had to do this project. 6 years old, if you're going to do a project and they sign someone with you, you got to be supervised. You can't leave 2 6-year-old boys up in a room doing a project, because I don't know how we got to this, but we did our project. Nutrition. We couldn't spell. Nutrition. And you underline it. Double underline, double. Put a little R with the number. It's spelled wrong. Put R, drop it in. Diary product. We couldn't spell. And then nutrition, underline, and then diary product. And then they post them in the halls for everyone to see. So your parents can come beat you up at parent-teacher night because they see you can't spell and you embarrass the family name. Because your name's this big on those posters. We go upstairs. This is a true story. I don't know what it means. I don't know how we came to this. We finished taping everything. His mom's picking him up in 2 hours. It takes 15 minutes. We're up in my room, 6 years old. I suggest we tape our penises together. And the thing that blows my mind, when I look back on that day, I can't help but think, what are the odds of finding a kid in the whole world to agree to this? I got the one kid in my room. And he wasn't like, he didn't question it. He was like, yeah. Like, it's like he was thinking it too. And that's the weird stuff you do. Joey, I'll never forget it. Joey and I are up there. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We stripped down. And we just did that. We taped our penises together, and we just stared at each other. We didn't know what to do. Completely naked, just standing there, thinking maybe this wasn't such a good idea. And then he says, I lost it when he said this. I ended up peeing all over him. And he wasn't trying to be funny, but we were 6 years old. We had just learned the alphabet. And he's staring and he says, he's all excited too, we made the letter H. That was it. That was our project. I wasn't even a good student. I remember being in grade 6. That was my worst year. Couldn't read very well. And they made you read out loud. Remember that crap? Get rid of this reading out loud in schools. Nobody is listening to the kid that's reading. We're not following, we're doing the same thing. We all sat at our desks, terrified, counting people to see which paragraph we had. That's all you want to know. Which one do I got to read? Is it big? Is it a big one? And line it up. Kid, before you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, I'm screwing up the order. I don't have the same paragraph now. You always had that one kid, too. Every school had that one kid in grade 6 that was 7 reading years behind everybody. Remember this kid, Bruno? Couldn't go to recess till Bruno finished reading. I was like, what? My life was recess in grade 6. I was the first kid lined up. This is how I stood at the door. 2 minutes before the bell, just like this. Come on, let us go, let us go. My buddies are behind me going, go get the field, Jerry, go get the field. Yeah, no kidding, idiot. Why do you think I'm in my fast position? This is, you think I stand like this all day? No, I don't stand like this all day. See the other kids getting out early, you're losing it. Miss, how come that class? Oh. Because we had to get the field. That's how guys lived. You had to get the field or the court. One kid was sent out to touch a pole. Sometimes I'd be on the wrong field, just holding the pole. No one's showing up. That was my whole recess. Come on, where are these guys, man? I got the whole field to myself. You had to get the field or the court. Girls didn't care as much in grade 6. You could have fun with nothing. You could take a little corner of the field and find a rock, and you were, girls, a rock. Come on in, I'm gonna create a game. Everyone's welcome. There's no discriminating. No teams since someone's left alone. I'm gonna draw a box, and we're gonna stand in and out, and we'll dance in and out. It's called in and out. I just made it up, and this is our game. We'll be friends forever. Oh, I love it. What a great game. Not us. We had to fight. We couldn't go one day to recess because Bruno couldn't read, and then the bear licked the honey. I was like, are you kidding me? Why did this kid always yell? He took forever. And then the BR. That doesn't sound right. Then he'd say the wrong word over and over again, the exact same way. It's like he wasn't even trying anymore. Like-a-da. The BR like-a-da. Can't get this. Like-a-da. Come on. Shut his eyes sometimes, like he was thinking harder. Like-a-da. No. You might want to look at the word. To make matters worse, he's the only kid in the class that wouldn't follow the paragraph with his finger. So he'd finally finish reading that sentence, and then he'd read it again. You're like, what the hell? I just heard this half an hour ago. But he'd read it like 2 different things happened. I didn't know what was going on. And then the BR, like the honey. What? And then the BR, like the honey. What? My book doesn't say that. It was awful. I'm like, come on, Bruno, learn how to read, man. You're 17, it's ridiculous. Put your helmet back on. How come he gets a helmet, miss? Nobody told me why he wore a helmet. How come he gets a helmet? Gets to leave every day at 2 o'clock on his own bus? That's not fair. No one told me I'd show up the next day with the helmet on. Miss, it's 2 o'clock. Bruno and I gotta take off. Our bus is outside, yeah. Poor kid. I couldn't do math in grade 6, too. I remember we did fractions. I had no idea how to do fractions. Then we had a test on fractions. I'll never forget, I got my test back, and my result was a fraction. I had no idea what I got. And kids ask, what'd you get? What'd you get? I don't know, I got another question at the top. And I was so bad at math in grade 6. I'd get my buddy, this is how bad I was. My buddy Dave and I, we didn't know anything. But I knew how to do percent. This is how bad we were, though. I'd get, Dave, you got a calculator? I know. She did it to mine, too. I know how to do percent. Let's see what we got. You got a calculator? Okay. Punch this in. 30? Yeah. Don't hit sin. We don't know what sin does yet. Yeah. I would always bless myself because I didn't know what that sin. It's a sin to hit it. Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Why? Costs. You got 30? Okay. Divide it by 100. That's what the bottom number is. Yeah. Show all your work. Okay. She checks. Show all your work. We'll get part marks. Okay. Now multiply that by 100. That'll give you my percent. What does that say? I think I did good. 30. No. You're doing something wrong because that's... I thought he was smart because he showed me how to spell boobless in the calculator. I was like, wow. That's my math partner right there. I hated math. I remember being in grade 11 math. I'll never forget. Teacher came in one day and said, what's the square root of an imaginary number? What? Hold on, miss. Let me go ask my imaginary friends at the back. That's the kind of stuff they teach you. And the hardest part of teaching is, do we have any teachers here? And what do you teach? Grade 6, that's where I failed. Teaching hungover, gotta be the hardest. Is it not? It's impossible. There's no job. I've had jobs. You can get around it hungover. Not teaching. There's 35 kids with questions that love it. No, don't love it today. Grade 12s, it wasn't so bad. I could walk into the grade 12s when I taught and say, kids, I'm hungover today. I don't feel like talking. They're like, perfect, so are we. This is great. Let's play heads up, 7 up, sir. Yeah, let's do that. That's good. Let's forget the curriculum. Can't do that with the grade 5s. No. They drive you nuts when your head's pounding, you're hungover. There's always that helper kid. Remember, this idiot wants to follow you around all day and help. Can I hold the door? Can I get the balls? Shows up at your class at 7 in the morning because his parents can't stand him either. Remember this kid? Oh, drove me nuts. It's the worst with little kids. I had to tell them I was sick. Kids, I'm sick today. And then they want to participate. Maybe you have a tummy ache. No, I don't have a tummy ache. A virus? No, look, I know what I have today. I know what the problem is, okay? You don't need to guess all day, okay? And talking is bad for this sickness that I have. That's the sickness I have. I assigned presentation day when I was hungover the first time. Bad idea. Oh my God, grade 5s, this is the end of the world. This is the biggest day of their life. Presentation on the giraffe. I'm not even listening to these things. I've given everybody 7 out of 10 the night before. I don't care. Just want to get through the day. Not to them, this is it. Especially girls. As soon as you said the word presentation, they weren't listening anymore. They wanted to see if you were going to say the word partner so they could signal. If he says partners, we'll be partners. If he says partners. Okay? That's their signal. Partners, he says partners. Sorry, Julie, I already signaled to Jennifer. It's the signal we have. Sir, can we have groups of 3? Yeah, go ahead. Go in groups of 8. I'm not listening to these things. I hated partners because there's always that one kid that no one picks. Remember this little kid in grade 5? He had a mustache. That's why no one picked him. Remember that kid? Like, Tony, you have a mustache. You're freaking everybody out. Shave it. You're 9. So I got to push him with the helper group. And there's 3 of them standing up there talking. I've got a headache. Chewbacca's not saying a word. He's just playing with his mustache. Everybody's gotten 7 out of 10, but these girls don't get it. They're putting their heart and soul. They have a conference. This is the biggest presentation we'll ever have. We need to get extra marks. They always had extra marks. They'd do anything. They'd bring a giraffe. Bring in the giraffe. Bring it in. We're going to show them what a giraffe is. This is our giraffe. Stop. From Africa. Stop. Girls, you didn't need to go to Africa, okay? You got 7 out of 10 already. You're doing way too much. And then they would just argue. That was the whole presentation. My head's pounding. I'm at the back. Oh, God. Today, we are going to talk about the giraffe. I was supposed to say that. I was supposed to say that. One little mistake. Sir, can we start over? No. Sit down. That was great. 7 out of 10. I had this one class, grade 5s. I hated this one kid. Man, I felt like hitting him. You're not allowed, though. That's not allowed. It's frustrating, because it used to be allowed. Sometimes I think teachers should seriously, the way kids are today, they should get a 1-hit pass at the beginning of the year. You get to use it once, 1 hit. That way, before kids will swear at you, they'll think, I wonder if he's used his pass yet this year, before I act like a moron. And if you don't use them 1 year, you get to collect them like sick days at the end of your career. You can walk around whacking kids when you're 65. Don't go near him, man. He's nuts. He's got 35 hits left. Don't go near him. Ridiculous. You can't hit him. Billy was just hated this kid. Then I realized one day, you know what? There's nothing that says you can't hit him if you play dodgeball with him. Oh, that was the best thing I ever figured out in all my years of teaching. Every day we would play dodgeball. I'd use tennis balls too to speed it up a little bit. Sometimes I'd keep them in the staff room fridge in case it got hot. And I would pick teams. I'd be like, all right, playing dodgeball again. So we play this every day. Yeah, well, you're a prick every day, Billy, so. And I would pick teams, right? And I'd always try to be unbiased, but it was, okay, Billy, you're on that side. Yeah, face the wall over there. Good luck today, okay? And I'm gonna go on this side. I'm gonna be on this team. I'll be the captain, because I'm the best player. And the rest of you go wherever the hell you want. I don't even care if you stay in the gym. You go home for all I care. We don't need witnesses for this game of dodgeball. And I'd always look for the good tennis balls, the ones where the fuzz were all shaved off. Remember those? Those were the best, because you could hear the leather when it hit them. Oh! I got you right in the face, Billy. Wow! Where are you going, Billy? You're not out. No, it's above the net. You're okay. Come on back. Yeah. You're still alive. My parents are Scottish, which is, do we have any Scottish people here? It is, it is a crazy culture. I don't even know half the time what they're saying. But I grew up with it, and we'd go on trips. My dad's a very loud Scottish guy, knows everything. He knows everything. My dad's biggest fear in life was crossing the border to the States. So he would prep us on the rules of the car. He had his own border rules in the car. He was so afraid he'd see it off in the distance. All right. Here it comes. Oh, God, I hate this. I hate this. Could do away with this. All right, when we get here, shut up. I'm the only one speaking, all right? No one says a thing. Then he'd have a rehearsal, so we'd mock him. He wanted to make sure we weren't going to talk, so we'd have a rehearsal. All right, let's practice. You boys in the back. Is he Scottish, Dad? No, he's not Scottish. I'm doing him. Couldn't have long hair, because my dad thought that made us look like ruffians. Had to take our baseball hats off. All these rules. My mother had sunglasses on once as we're about to pull up. He's freaking out, telling her to take the sunglasses off, because you look like a bloody prostitute, that's why. That's right, Dad, that's Mom, the 40-year-old Scottish hooker we're trying to sneak into Buffalo. Shut up! You're not supposed to speak. This was just to get by the toll booth. No one was even in it. He didn't know the difference. My parents are 70, and they leave me voice messages, and all it is an argument. That's all it is. There's no message for me. It's just the two of them arguing, because my dad never hears the beep. So this is the message I get from my father the other day. Where the hell's the beep? Hello? Hello? Where's the beep? Then my mom's in the background. Who are you talking to? Would you shut up? I can't hear the beep if you're yapping in the back. Then he gets mad at me in the message. Silence. Yeah, Jerry, this message is no going through here. Call me back. Oh. My dad, he's a mad guy. They tell you things, too, differently than parents in North America. I heard a kid the other day talking back to his mom, 5 years old. She said, I've just about had it. Just about. That means he can continue on being an ass a little longer. You didn't get that chance with my dad. My dad, this is what he would do. He would point out something on his body, and then he would just tell you what he was going to do with it, and then he would just take it to a limit. You're like, man, you're nuts. He'd be like, all right, do you see this hand? See this fist? I'm going to take this fist and I'm going to smash it through your face in 2 minutes. All right? And then I'm going to take your face and I'm going to smash the whole face right up against that wall if you don't shut up. Now let's go to Mass. Oh, good. My parents have been married like 47 years. It's like they've been separated for 40 because my mom lives at home, my dad lives at the Legion. That's where he lives. Someone told my dad at the Legion, too, about hockey when he got here. Said, if you're going to put your kids into hockey, you better teach them how to fight. So when I was 6, my dad put me in karate. There's just a lot of karate fights and ice hockey. What a waste of time this was. All I learned was how to bow. That's all that you bow. And I'd go 3 times a week, and I learned this kata. This is what I learned, right? Cost my dad like $1,000 for 6 months. I got a black stripe. I didn't even get the yellow belt. I got the black stripe, which was a cheap piece of electrician's tape that just French guy wrapped around. There you go, good job. $1,000. My dad worked for the TTC for 23 years, hated every day of it. I knew how much he hated it because everything he bought us, he would base it on how many trips it was that day up and down Jane Street because he hated Jane Street. Dad, could I get a bike? A bike! You'd like a bike. Do you know how many times I have to drive up and down Jane Street for your bloody bike? Okay, forget it. Just keep me in karate. Karate. I learned a kata. This is what I learned. Exactly, right? I learned this. That was the first move, and I couldn't remember it, so I had to say, start the lawnmower to myself, because I'm 6. Start the lawnmower. And then I would turn to the side. This is all we learned in 6 months. This, and then you'd wait. There'd be like 12 kids, and you'd wait till he'd come by, and your legs are killing. You're like, oh, this is going to make me a better fighter, though. Just hang on. So I learned this, and then we would turn to the side every day. Same thing. Another lawnmower, and then a kick. That was how I was going to beat kids up at the rink. That was what I was going to do. That's all I knew. I'm actually walking around now thinking I'm a lethal weapon. Like, because that's what you tell people, right? I remember grade 1 recess when there's a fight. The whole school shows up. Fight, fight, fight. Everyone's excited. Even teachers on recess duty were excited. Something to do for 15 minutes. I'm warning people. I got this big Irish kid named Sean. Wants to fight me. Big Irish kid, drinking at recess, the whole 9 yards. And I'm terrified, but I'm telling him I can't fight. I'm trained in the karate. He doesn't care. Everybody's showing up for the fight. I'm trying to bow to everybody because it's embedded in my head. We must bow. Hurry up. Fight's about to start. Oh, God, I got killed. Sean's buddies showed up from behind for support, too. One kid was smoking. Grade 1. That's how rough this kid was with his friends. My kids showed up for support, my buddies, but they just saw West Side Story, so they came snapping and dancing. Woo! Be a fight tonight? No, there's not. I got killed, man. All I knew was my kata. He's standing there ready to kill me. I'm like this. You sure you want to fight? Are you sure? All right, let's go. Bowed, and then I did my lawnmower. This is me fighting. Kid, he's looking at me like, what are you doing? You'll see what I'm gonna do. And then I turned to the side. What the hell's this do? Punching on nothing. They never taught us the guy doesn't move with you. Why don't you come around here, Sean? Can you just move around here, please, so I can finish my kata? Turned around, kicked my friend in the face. I went to church, too. I had to go to church every Sunday. 9 o'clock in the morning. You don't get time to eat. No, let's go. Time for church. Oh, it's the worst when you're little, church. I don't go anymore. I gave it up for Lent a couple years ago. That's a good way out right there. But it was awful. Remember when you were 6? I don't know, whatever religion you are, but 2 things I hated about church. It was always hot. And they would tease you, right? There'd be 3 little fans, not on. No, we didn't get enough in the collection. We can't afford. You're just dying, and you're always starving because you can't eat an hour before communion. That was the rule. So your whole mass is waiting. The whole mass is waiting for him to say, come and this is the ending. This is the meal. And they hold it up, and you're like, oh, God, I hope I get a big piece like that. You don't get the big piece. You just get a little one. And they make you line up like slaves, right? Like you're like, oh, this is how you get it. Oh, I'm coming to get you. And then you bump into the person. Sorry, buddy, I was looking at the food. It's horrible. We weren't allowed to take it in our hands. That's the worst, because then it sticks to the roof of your mouth, and now you have to wait 3 more days to eat it. Not allowed to touch Jesus. You're walking around school on Wednesday. I can't talk because you're not allowed to. I can't touch this. My dad will put my face through the wall. It's a horrible way to grow up. You had to go to confession. My mother always told me too. She said, never mind the bars. Church is where you'll meet a nice girl. Yeah? How would you do that, Mom? When the basket comes around for the money? No. I would like to treat that girl right there to the basket. Right there. Yeah, hello. And we had to go to confession. That was the worst. Walk into a dark room and confess all my sins. First thing you did was lie. How long it was since your last time you'd been there. That was a lie right away. Didn't make sense to me walking into a dark room and telling a priest all my sins. All right, Father, why don't you go first? You were in the paper all week. And we'll deduct my Hail Marys from yours. That'll be my penance. Now, that's not all priests, but that's some of them. That's why they're hidden, because they're wanted in some provinces. No, that's overdoing it. But I went to Mass with my buddy, and he'd never been to a Catholic Mass, and it was Christmas. And of course, I see the humor in everything. So I don't know how many of you are Catholic, but there's a part in our Mass where we shake hands. It's the best part because you know it's almost over when that part comes, right? You have contests. How many did you get? 14. That's my record. So I got my buddy standing next to me. He goes, is there anything I need to know? I said, yeah, just when you shake hands, that's the only time you got to interact with the people beside you. I said, just say hallelujah every time. You're supposed to say, peace be with you. And I hear my buddy, right? He wants to be part of it, so he's really into it. All right, the Lord be with you and also with you. Let us offer each other a sign of peace. Hallelujah. How you doing? Throws in a how you doing. How you doing? Hallelujah. Hi, hallelujah. How you doing? Good. Turns to me after 4 and goes, it's not hallelujah, is it? No. It's peace be with you. Good try, though. You're going to hell for doing that. What? Yeah, you go to hell if you say hallelujah. That's the rule. You go to hell if you say hallelujah. Yeah. What? Where are the small town girls? Small town girls? Oh, yes. I like small town girls. I just hated dating them. It's the worst. You ever do that? Don't date a small town girl if you're not from a small town. Because eventually, you have to go back to that small town with them. Big Legion dance on a Saturday night. People are looking at you. Who's the guy without the ball cap and the shirt tucked in? Who's that guy? He's not from these parts. Let's beat him up. That's how they live. He's dating Jenny. That's Johnny's girlfriend from 2nd grade. That's what they do. They beat you up because you don't know them. It's the worst. And I'm not a beer drinker. You know how stupid you look in a small town Legion ordering coolers? I drink coolers. You can't look tough ordering coolers. I would try to. Hey, bartender. Guys are staring at you. Yeah. Hey, bartender. Yeah. Where's the strawberry banana kiwi cooler I ordered half an hour ago, buddy? Huh? And they make fun of you, too, when you drink coolers. Nice lipstick, loser. Ha. It's not lipstick, buddy. It's raspberry cooler that I chugged. Got married in August. That's a big change, getting married. Yeah. Different, though, eh? Marriage is way different from single. One thing, though, is different. I used to be, when I was single, I would hate to buy toilet paper in front of people. I don't know what that was. I was always worried to be a good-looking girl on the line behind me. Weird, caught up. This isn't for me. I don't do that. I don't do it ever. No. It's my roommate. He does a lot. I don't use this ever. I don't even do that. It's so different though. Like I got single buddies, and they don't even invite you out anymore because you're not the same person. You go to bars. I'm not looking at the girls, and like I'm looking at them, but I'm not that changed. But it's so different. I'll walk in the bar going, did you guys see the nickel-plated handles on the doors? They had impatiens outside. That looked really good. This is a really good bar. I don't know if anybody's engaged, but I would suggest that you send out your invitations first and then ask people to send in their response with the gift. Like, you lose friends from your wedding. You bring your friends, and then they're no longer your friends because of the gift you got. It's true. And people you hated, you didn't even want to invite, give you a great gift, and you suddenly like them. You're like, oh, they're not, you know what? They're not that bad, actually. This is nice. There's a lot of money, and I liked him. He was good tonight. But here's what I suggest you do, because it's ridiculous. I think people should send out your invites for the wedding and ask people to send in their gifts first. Get all the gifts ahead of time. And then give everybody their meal based on the gift you got. Because you have to commit to the same meal, and that's not fair. We had a couple gave us a plate. One big plate. How do you even go to a store and say, where's the plate section? Plates, sir? No, just singular. We're just buying one from the two of us. What are we supposed to do with one plate? Honey, hurry up and eat and wash it. I'm starving. This is hot. My hand. One plate. We got a gravy boat. Holds 2 liters of gravy, because seriously, that's what someone got us. A gravy boat. Because I can't tell you how many times before I got married, I couldn't figure out a way to get the gravy from the pot to my plate in 2-liter quantities. What kind of gift is that? What are you thinking? It's not like we went out for dinner one night with this couple and I ordered 17 sides of gravy. That's what we'll get him. We'll get him a gravy boat. He loves gravy. Listen to him, listen. One couple gave us $45. That was the weirdest denomination I had. How do you come up with that amount? $45. What are you, sitting at home before the wedding? How much should we give? 40? That's not enough. 50? What, are we made of money all of a sudden? Or did they give us $50 and on the way to the wedding go, oh, we gotta get a card? Yeah, told you we gave too much. My wife's new thing is when she forgets something that I told her, and I told her, 'cause now I email her, because I have proof. That's my new thing. I email her, because she says, and what I do, because this is the best thing about emailing, girls use this. You can say anything to your wife or your significant other, anything in an email, and you can say it as long as you put ha 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 at the end of the sentence. That's what girls do. I didn't really enjoy your demeanor last night, but anyway, ha ha ha. And it's like, what? I don't get it. Make sure there's 3 ha's though, because it's ha ha, it doesn't sound good. But this is her new thing. I said, I told you this 2 weeks ago. We were going to meet them Friday. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you must have dreamt it. Oh, I dreamt it. Because that's the crap dreams I have every night. I love watching girls do things. They're so organized. Wow, you plan things forever. You do. That's different from us. Like when girls get together and plan a night out, way different. You don't see that with guys calling each other up. Hey, Bill, it's Jeff. We're going out in 2 months. Start thinking about it. Okay. What's the theme going to be? We're not sure yet. We'll email you. Put ha, ha, ha at the end of every sentence. Girls love it. They plan everything. They won't drink and drive. That's different. 7:30, there's cabs. No one's drinking and driving. No, will not happen. When do guys plan that when they go out? 10 to 2? We're all driven. We're all hammered trying to figure out how we're getting home. Sometimes guys need their wife or girlfriend to drink and drive. You don't get that. If I go to the bar and I'm driven and I end up having 13 or 14 coolers, I should not be driving. The sugar rush. Guys like to, you ever do this? Guys like to run home drunk. We don't need driving. I've done that so many times. Your buddy's like, do you want to ride? No. You're going to run home 17 miles. Because you can run forever when you're drunk. There's that feeling. For me, it's the sugar. It's like, no, I had a lot of coolers, so I'm okay to run. Yeah. I love watching guys, though, at 10 to 2, because everybody's driven, and now they're all trying to act how they're getting home, right? And girls, sometimes you won't drive us. You could be with us. I had a shooter. I told you. I had a shot. I know my body weight. I know what I'm allowed. I will not drive. And I'm like, I had 13 coolers. I shouldn't drive. And then I got to drive. That's not right. Hitting OnStar. I have OnStar. I use that sometimes if I... OnStar, can you tell me how to get home? Just side streets. Just side streets. Can you see cops from your satellite? Route me around them because my wife had a shooter. It's funny when guys go out, though, because there's always one guy, he's still walking around hammered, and it's like he's got 2 beers left. It's 10 after 2. They're kicking everybody out, and he's trying to act responsible still. He can't even breathe when he talks. Have you seen this guy? Where are you, Dave? Where are you? Oh, what happened there? The air left. But he's trying to act responsible because his friend's about to leave. Where are you going? No, you shouldn't drive. Come on, give me the keys. Come on. Then he tries to lecture him. Okay, go. You're gonna be a jerk? Get out of here. That's not smart, Dave. 2 seconds later, can I get a ride, though? Girls are different in that sense. When they go out, they have a song in their head that they want to hear. That's part of the night. It's a new song. I want to hear this. If I hear this, And they will download it. They have lyrics.com right beside them. And they'll get ready and they'll practice the words, hit repeat. I love the beginning. I want to hear it again. I love the beginning. I want to hear it again. And they have moves. That'll work right there. If I do that move and we're dancing, that'll work there. But girls practice. It's awesome. So different. You get to the bar, you do everything together, you check your coats. You're all excited. Just put them on one hanger. We're all together. We're leaving together. We check our coats, too. We just don't pick them up at the end of the night. That's a big difference. We're too hammered, freezing outside. Where's your coat? I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's in the coat check, hanging on a hanger. I don't know. I just forgot it, I guess. Girls never forget that stuff. You do everything together. You have a rule, too, that rule that you have to leave together. That's the one we hate. We leave as a group, okay? Nobody goes off, all right? Guys don't do that. They don't call each other in, guys, before we... start. Let's leave together tonight, all right? Because you never know what's out there, okay? Come on, Jeff, let's go to the washroom quick. Get this out of the way. Never see that. Big difference. The funniest thing, too, the end of the night. Every girl's night out in the world ends the same way. Doesn't matter how old you are or where you're from, there's always one girl at the end of the night bawling her eyes out. And no one knows why. Everyone's running around because Jennifer's down. Stop. So the night's over. Stop. Leave all the men that have bought you drinks. It's over. Jennifer won't talk. Jennifer, I didn't see. I was in the circle of dancing. Jennifer, who said what? What? And then you pet her like roadkill. Just okay. It's okay. I've got it covered. It's okay. Hold her hair. It's highlights. Hold her. Oh, guys don't do that. Guys go to the strip joint. That's a guy thing. Funny thing about the strip joint, there's two types of guys in the world still left. You can separate guys into two simple categories. Guys that can admit to their wives or girlfriends that they go. Then there's still those guys that still have to say they've never been. And right now, those guys have to stare at me the whole time I talk about strip joints. Because if their wife's here, they're like, oh God, this is really awkward right now. That's so funny to me, because that ride home, you know the first question is, so do you go to strip joints at all? I didn't even get the joke. I didn't even get it. I don't even know what he's talking about. Because that's how guys are, man. Every guy that's been to a strip joint, we all don't have a clue what we sound like in our heads when we walk in, but we all do the same thing. Doesn't matter who you are. This is my impression of how every guy walks into a strip joint. This is what we think. Oh. Look at the losers that come to these places. Man. Oh, God, that guy was here last week. Look at him. I have a lot of Chinese friends. We have any Chinese people here? By applause? Yes. I love Chinese people. Only thing I don't like, my Chinese friends do this. When we're driving, they put me in the back seat and they put on the Chinese radio station. I don't have a clue what's going on. But the problem with that is Chinese don't have words for the highways. So all I hear is this. Don Valley Parkway. What's going on Don Valley up there? Guys, don't go that way. There's something happening, I think. I don't know what he's saying. Strange. Strange how you hear things, too. And I keep listening, and it's almost like the announcers are going to say, ding dong, the witch is dead. That's what I hear. I don't want to make fun of Chinese people, but I don't speak Chinese, but that's what I hear, ding dong. The witch, I'm waiting for it every time. Witch is dead, say it. There's a witch dead on the Don Valley Parkway. That's what I hear. I love Chinese people, though. I was a waiter. 9 years I waited at the Keg. Baked potato, fries, or rice? That's all I said every day. Baked potato, fries, or rice? Ha, my name's Jerry. Hi, how are you? Baked potato, fries, or rice? Oh, God, shoot me. 9 years I did that. Lied. I lied for 9 years. I don't know if any of you are in the service industry, but lying, yes, they'll get this. 2 things I hated. 1, people who ordered tea. Because it takes forever. You're running around looking for stuff. Your meals are up. Yeah, I know. I got to find a teapot. Jerry, your meals are up. I know. I'm looking for a plate for this tea. No. Screws your whole night. No more tea. Could I have a tea, please? Sorry, ma'am. We're out of tea tonight. Yeah, that's easy. Done. The problem with doing that is there's the keener waiter in your section next to you. Always shows up with a tea party to his table because he does everything perfectly. Now I look like an idiot. They're looking at him, and I'm looking at him going, did the tea come in? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it usually comes in 9:30, so I guess it's arrived. Hated the cheap rich people. They're the worst. How much is it for a side of mushrooms? 99 cents. Oh, forget it. We'll just keep the steak and lobster, no mushrooms. I'm gonna leave you $1 for yourself. Never brought decaf coffee, ever. Not a chance. I'm running around like crazy looking for that one orange pot and brewing it. And again, screws up your whole night. I would just bring regular coffee, put a little straw in it. That was the trick. What's the straw for? That's to remind me, ma'am, that you have the decaf. Enjoy painting your house at 2 in the morning. Because Italians are the best. They are. Italians are just so loyal to each other, really. They're not really, if you're a mungie cake, they don't care about you. You're just there to help them with their life. I did. I was 9 years old. We moved into an Italian neighborhood. I knew right away I had Italian neighbors because I would play road hockey. I could never play the next day because this guy would always take my sticks and cut them off for his tomato plants in the backyard. Every day. Like Mr. Ricci, that was a brand new stick. Have some sauce. I don't want sauce. I got 30 bags of your sauce. Okay? I'm tired of playing ringette with my sister in the driveway. They never know your name. You ever live next to Italians? If you're not Italian, they don't care. They're not looking for new friends. They don't care what your name. They never say, what is your name? They don't ever say that. They don't care. Whatever name comes out of their mouth, that's your name if you live next to Italian. Jimmy, I was Jackie, Tony. Sometimes I was Jenny. I don't know where Jenny came from. And I would do little jobs for him, cut his grass, he'd water his driveway. They love to do that, eh? He would stand outside all day. Hey, Jackie, just watering his driveway. Don't step out of the driveway today. I'm watering the driveway today. You get a nice and clean driveway. Never parked his car ever in the driveway. No park today. I got a dirt under the driveway today. And the raccoons would step on it. He was so mad at the raccoons. These are goddamn raccoon. I don't know where they come from, Jackie. And he'd look for it like it was at his feet. I don't know where this raccoon. I find the one day, Johnny, this raccoon, because he stepped on my driveway. I kill this raccoon so fast. I'd hear him at 3 in the morning trying to trick the raccoon. He really wanted to kill. He'd never seen one. Someone told him they're out at night, so he'd be out at 3 in the morning with a slipper. His wife's slipper was gonna kill it. With that, like this. Behind his back. And you know Italians have something behind their back, because they tell you they have nothing behind their back. Where are you, nice raccoon? I don't have nothing behind my back. And I used to do jobs for this guy every day. Cut his grass, shovel his driveway, and he would drink coffee all day. Called it cough for short. I was terrified when I figured that out. That truck came by at noon with the cough. Hey, Jenny. Yes? Do you want to go fuck off? What? You want to go fuck off? You want me to go fuck off? I'm not allowed to do that yet. No. Every day. You ever work for an Italian? That's confusing. They fire you every day, but they forget. You know how confusing that is when you're 9? Hey, Jimmy. Yesterday, Jimmy, you not cut the grass. in a straight line. I know I say yesterday, goodbye, Jackie. Don't come back this time, for sure. But this time, Tony, I have no time for this grass, for sure. Yesterday I say for sure, you come back. I don't look. I say, okay, Jackie wanna come back. I'm not gonna see it this time. I give him one more chance. But I look through this, Jimmy. I see still. This is for sure no good this time. Don't cut this grass again because you don't work here for me no more, okay? Goodbye and don't come back for sure. Okay, Jenny, I see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we go fuck off, okay? Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this. Really appreciate it. You guys have a great night. Thanks again.